Hi, I hope you all are doing well. I just have a little encouragement just about giving God everything that we are and everything that we have. So let's read Mark 12:14 through 17. It says, "They came to him, 'Teacher, we know that you are true. You do not care about anyone's opinion, for you are not swayed by appearances, but teach the way of God. Is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not?' But knowing their hypocrisy, he said to them, 'Why put me to the test? Bring me a denarius and let me look at it.' And they brought him one. And he said to them, 'Whose likeness and inscription is in this?' They said to him, 'Caesar's.' Jesus said to them, 'Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's.' And they marveled at him." I really want to focus in on the render to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God the things that are God. This passage has always confused me, and I've never really fully understood it until just recently. So let's focus in on the likeness and the inscription and what that actually means. So the coin that Jesus asked for is a denarius. Looks like this, common currency during the Roman times. And it has a picture of somebody on it. It has a picture of emperor or Caesar, Tiberius. And this is the emperor during the time of Jesus' life, during his ministry. The coin represents the likeness of Tiberius. There's a picture of Tiberius on it to represent his likeness, because it looks pretty similarly to who he actually is. There's also an inscription on the coin as well, as you saw. And it's in Latin, but in English it reads, "Caesar Augustus Tiberius, son of the divine Augustus." So basically, after Emperor Augustus died, he turned into a god in the Roman religion. And Tiberius is Augustus' son. This coin is claiming that Tiberius is the son of a god. It's his tribute. It's a claim of who he is. And it reads off his inscription. Jesus doesn't need or want this. That's why he says, "Give it to Caesar." Jesus doesn't want something that isn't bearing his inscription and his likeness. But there is something that roams the earth, something that we're familiar with, that does bear Jesus' image and his inscription. And it's you and me and every other living creature. Well, human. So let's turn to Genesis 1:26 through 27, where it talks about how we are in God's likeness. It says, "Then God said, 'Let us make man in our image, in our likeness.' Later on it says, 'So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them.' We are made in God's image. Every person that has ever lived is in the image of God." We also bear God's inscription. Jeremiah 31:33 reads, "I will put my law within them. I will write it on their hearts." The words and the laws of God are written on our hearts. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from or what you've done in your life, the words of God are there. Jesus says, "Render to God what is God's." Let's wake up and realize that he's talking to you and me. He's saying that we need to render ourselves to God. Render means to provide or to give. It's a command from Jesus to give God our own lives. Jesus wants to give us an abundant life, and the only way to do that is to fully render our life to God. Sometimes we try to render things to Jesus in place of ourselves, thinking our works, our time, our money will be enough for God. It's a wake-up call, though, this passage. God doesn't care about any of that. He only wants you and your life, and wholly your life, everything that it involves. Maybe you're holding on to something in your life, and you won't fully render it to Jesus. Let's give Jesus what is his. We bear his inscription. We bear his likeness. Let's act like it. Join me this week in fully giving Jesus everything we have. Let's hold nothing back. And let's give God what is his, our lives. Thank you.